What's up, everybody? It's Joe from Empire Music, empiremusic.com in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Lovely, warm, and sunny Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. With all this week, we are in the throes of our trade-in event. I'm going to show you just 5 trades today. We got smashed with trades. This has been awesome. Our new website has allowed us to make it easier for you to initiate the trades. So if you go to our trade-in event, there's a form. You can tell us about what you'll want, what you have to trade, add some pictures, and it just fast tracks everything. Like we always give you the labels. The basic rundown is this: new gear, $7.99 and up. You can achieve 15% off those new items that we have in stock with a qualified trade-in, which is guitars in good condition. You know, it's like pretty much, we're open to most trades, of course, so make things easy for you. We agree on it, then we send you a label for your trade-in, and then you get your new guitar. It's awesome. We always do tons of business with this. So that is running now through the end of March. Give you a little bit of runway, but like that's a period because, you know, we're working the deals, we're making the magic happen. So we're really excited about that. We have all the new Martin stuff. We have the Taylor NAMM booth coming, so huge promos on that. Tons of gold label guitars on the way. We have half the Martin booth coming. We bought the big trade. When I say booth, there's the big trade show. If you follow us, the NAMM, which is the big buying convention for buyers like ourselves, we buy their massive displays. So we have like 200 Taylor guitars coming, probably like 60 Martin guitars coming, a lot of really cool stuff. We of course have Gibson, Fender Custom Shop. You can get your trade into all that good stuff. We want to make it happen. If you don't want to go and fill out a form, just give us a call at the shop, 412-343-5299, or you can chat with us on the site, and we will of course get you all the info about the new guitar you're interested in, and we'll hook you up on the trade and get you a great fair value. Super transparent. That's one thing. That's why we get all these trades. All these trades that come online is because we're very, very clear and fair and transparent about the values. So that's how it goes down. So without further ado, let's get to guitars, because that's what you probably came here to see. This is sweet. A 1988 Fender Eric Clapton signature model. Alder body, maple neck, soft V back. Now these guitars originally came with lace sensors, and I always equate those to like the those old handheld. Well, I was born in 1979, so if you played that little football game that was just the dots against the other dots, that to me is how lace sensor pickups sound compared to regular pickups. This one has been upgraded to the Fender noiseless by the buyer that originally had the guitar, so a worthy upgrade, which is awesome. Just the Torino red, a very classic looking guitar. This thing is super, super clean for being, I don't know, what am I, 36, 37 years old. Really great, no fret wear, original case, baller. This thing is sweet. Clapton guitars always do well. Lots of value in this. It's just kind of like one of those things where I think everyone kind of sees this guitar, that color from that era, and you know it's a Clapton model. So pretty sick. Next up, the Guild X175. The rockabilly sounds of the 50s and 60s of Guilds and Gretches, you know what I mean? It's just like that was the guitars at the forefront of that really shaped that generation of music. This is loaded up with those de-arming pickups, so you're gonna get that classic kind of like the jangle at the top, the fat bottom end. This is a solid spruce top on this guitar with arched maple back, 3-ply, not 3-ply, what's this? Yeah, I think it's 3-ply, 3-piece maple neck. 3-ply sounded like paper towels. The 3-piece maple necks are super sturdy, ebony fingerboard, vintage tuners. Obviously the tremolo, satin, like blue sparkle finish, very in line with the Stray Cats type of. Even though a lot of players play Gretsch or Guild, it's like kind of that fits that Brian Setzery type vibe, of course. The Bigsby style trem on there is super smooth. Standard 3-way controls. Really a pretty guitar. Not a ton of bucks. What is this thing? Yeah, $1,000, $1,099. Deal it twice the price if you ask me, of course. Really cool guitar. And this is kind of going to dovetail. It's kind of neat about the guitars that I have this week. Inspirations are pretty sweet. The Duo-Sonic, this is a 2016 Duo-Sonic. And to me, like Fender nailed this because I love the parchment pickguard with the white pickup covers. I think it looks badass. It's super classic. Introduced in 1956, the Duo-Sonic was kind of a student guitar, right? They were looking for something small, short scale, lightweight, something that was less expensive than a Stratocaster for players to get introduced to. And mission accomplished, of course. Very, very specific sound of the Duo-Sonic style pickups. And then like underground musicians started to play these, punk rock musicians, indie rock musicians. And now the Duo-Sonic kind of had this resurgence because all these players were, you know, in the late 2000s, early 2010s. All of a sudden you'd start to see these guitars on stage at South by Southwest because it has such a kind of quirky sound straight ahead, which is cool about it because, like, you know, it's very hard outside of your, you know, Strats and Les Pauls and Tellys and SG, the things that we all know immediately, to create a sound of a guitar that is unique. And I always think like a Duo-Sonic just sounds like a Duo-Sonic, the end. This one is also in TORINO red, which is pretty funny. But the color combination on this thing is sick. And let's see, I mean, cheap's in the eye of the beholder. Look at that, $549 or 00945 if you read it backwards. However you want to do it, whichever works better for you. Very cool guitar, plays great, super low action on the guitar, is sick. Next, a Fano OLTRE JM6. Fano is a small company in Arizona. Obviously, I always call these tributes. It depends on which side of the fence you're on. If you're Fender, you probably don't think this is a tribute. You think it's a copy. But I'm going to say it's a tribute. These guys do very nice work. Hand relic, lacquer finish. Obviously, a three-tone burst, black. This has Lawler P90s in there, so if you're going to go with the pickup, those P90s are phenomenal. Tone Pros bridge, which I think a lot of people will like. So this has, you know, if you've ever played Jazz Masters and Jaguars and you don't like those bridge assemblies because they're not stable, this is a dead-on, very, very stable tremolo. The relic work on this is great. They contour the neck away. It's made in one of our great states in the country, which is always nice. Arizona, lovely, dry, great place to retire, I hear. But these are sweet, classic sounding. The modern bridge is a major bonus. So if you're looking for something cool, you want a Jazz Master, don't want to have to upgrade to a Mastery bridge or something like that, this would be a good choice for you for sure. Lastly, after a weird edit, because I put the wrong guitar here that looked like this guitar, there's another guitar I was trying to show you. That one's going to come to you next week. This, one of my favorite signature models Fender's done in a long time, the Eric Johnson Virginia Strat, based off of his 54 Strat with a sassafras body. Now, if you are a guitar geek, you know, obviously know Eric Johnson, but more importantly, he is one of the most particular guitar players on earth that is famous. We have a lot of particular customers, but not as famous as Eric Johnson. But he loves the sassafras body. He really can tell you everything. He's like, you know, historically, it's always like, if he's playing active guitars, you can tell what batteries in it. And he's one of those guys. This is one of his favorite guitars. Soft V-neck on it that they reliced away. Maple, obviously, all the way around. What's cool about this guitar, it has a DiMarzio, I think HS6 in the bridge, and then 5762s Fender pickups in the middle and neck. But what's cool about this is these two pickups are out of phase. So Eric has a specific sound out of the second position that's based on these pickups being out of phase. So they wired it exactly like that. So you get a great recreation. They did a master built one of these. I think it was like 15 or 20,000 bucks as well. This guitar is killer. You see, he has a mismatched saddle. That's how he did his guitar. Just a beautiful, beautiful instrument. These sound amazing. The sassafras is really cool because it's a little bit warmer, a little bit different sounding, and I just think, like, you know, if we can achieve Eric Johnson status, we've done something right. So a great way to get a touring quality guitar, obviously, that will definitely have a different sonic sampling, a different sequence of tones that you can get out of the pickup combinations in your Strat collection. So if you're like Strat heavy and you love looking for cool new Strats, or you just love great guitar players, this Virginia Strat will fit the bill. So here, in conclusion, what I'd love for you to do is go to Empire Music, check out all the cool stuff. We have tons of new guitars coming in, which is important because you're getting 15% off with the trade-in. If you don't have a trade, no bueno, give us a shout. We will hook you up on a great guitar. We have financing options. We've got all sorts of cool things that we can do for you to make sure we get the newest guitar that you want to you. We'd love to get your trade-in, make it easy. Go to the site, hit the trade-in event, hit the buttons. There's a place to add all your photos. Tell us about the guitar you want. Tell us about the guitar you have. Get you a label. We make it so simple. These are one phone call transactions, which is always awesome. I have, I think, about a dozen guitars on the way that aren't here yet for from trade-ins that we did last week or at the end of last week. this week. So we have tons of stuff on the way. And a lot of guitar trade-ins that we've done in store too. So these oldest weeks are going to ramp up in excitement because we're going to have tons of cool stuff coming. And we're going to get you fixed up with some vintage gear on the way, which is really cool. So over the next couple weeks, I have some really cool vintage pieces that we've taken on trade. We're always open to that. We will make it happen with you. Anything we can do to help you out here at Empire. Thanks for watching. This is Old This Week.